And we're live once again, people. Hello, everybody, and welcome to... Oh, sure, I actually need to go get something. Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to leave you guys for 2 seconds now, but we are live. It is Cardiff versus Lions. Kickoff is in a couple of minutes' time. And I think I've realized that my time is actually a little bit ahead, which is why I was busy stressing. So I think I actually have a bit more time than I thought I had, given the fact that nobody seems to be really worried about the fact that, in theory, it should have kicked off a minute ago. Yeah, so there's now 25-2, so we should be crossing over any second now. But yeah, first of all, thank you very much for joining and welcome to the stream. And first of all, a big thank you to BetCoza, who are powering today's Watchalong, URC Watchalongs. And BetCoza want to give you free bets to use on BetCoza. So what you've got to do is I'm going to put a link in the description, and you can go and predict the score. Right, so there is the link. Go and get your score predictions in. And what happens, the person with the closest score prediction will win a 100 Rand free bet. And the person with the next, and then what we'll do is we're going to take everybody that did, go and put in their score prediction. We're going to do a lucky draw, and somebody will win a 50 Rand free bet just for registering on BetCoza and predicting the score. That's all you got to do. So the link's in the description. So you go sign up for BetCoza. Go and predict your score on that on the link I've just put in the chat, and then let's get going as we wait for kickoff over in Wales. I just need to get a couple of things, so we'll be back in 2 seconds. Don't go away. I'll see you guys right now. And we do have kickoff over here. Supersport took a while to get across there. So we are live, everybody. We have got kickoff. And I went to go and kick something on the way upstairs, so my toes very sore as well. But welcome to the Watchalong, people. As I said, we've got a prediction game going. So looks a pretty hectic start we've seen. But yeah. Minute and a half in, Cardiff versus Lions. Lions came with the back of a win against Ospreys. But this Cardiff side is another thing altogether. Right, we're going to have a bit of time to go through the lineups here. Is that going to be 50-22? Yes, what do you want? Why are you here licking me? Hello, dog. Right, 1 side 22. So, yeah, people, let's sort of settle in for this game. Apparently, it's supposed to be quite bad weather, for what I'm hearing. And a big game this for the Lions. And we need the Lions clutch up. I need them to make my weekend and just do the business and get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Just like last weekend, when nobody really backed them. We didn't back them. Look what they did. And the Lions line out. Good take there from Frank Horn. Expecting a big game from him today. Penalty advantage as well for the Lions. PJ Buerta coming away with it. Then the Humber on the back of a man of the match performance. Dabbing it through for Kieran Horn to go and chase. And they'll come back with penalty. I think these guys are cold. What do you reckon? I'm seeing a lot of undershirts for the Lions. Right, what do we say, people in the comments? Go to the comments here. Yeah, please do subscribe to the channel. As I said, we're less than 400 people away from getting to 20,000 subscribers, which would be really cool. Didn't get any drops, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a very dark house. I actually need to go sort that out maybe at half time. Yeah, just making sure that everything is Right, another lineup for the Lions, which is proving to be an issue. Mr. Ref. He needs to get out there. He needs to get out. Get him out of there. Looks like a decent early more here from the Lions. PJ Buerta is a little bit isolated. Needs a bit of support. The ball is available for Nahamba. We'll go through Lions in a little bit. Big hit there. I think it's on Ruandrea. Now Nahamba puts it to the boot. Kieran Horn chasing hard. He is a fullback by trade, but he's completely unchallenged there. Is Alex Summerhill. So turnover ball to Cardiff. Slippery ball over the top. You're going to see a lot of kicking in this game given the wet conditions. Oh, my living. That's a horror moment from Johnny Lombard. He's fumbled the ball into touch. Yeah, very wet over there in Wales, so do expect a very tactical game. Right, so opportunity here from Cardiff. Trying to get the rolling more going. Lions working hard to try and stop them in their tracks. They need to use it, though. The courts come to use it. Thomas Williams does manage to get it out. Cover defense here. Kick in between. Someone used to scamper. What kind of camera work is this? I mean, literally, as he's about to dot down, we've like gone into some corridor. Who knows if he scored here? Literally, who knows if he scored here? I mean, nobody would know. So potentially, Cabango has scored a try here. We actually don't know because the camera cut out at the most important point possible, which is very annoying. I don't think he has. I think it's a goal line dropout. I mean, goodness me, people. Do we even have a replay of that? Right, Moen Leibach will pump this downfield. Faletau. Oh, with the techers. Now Faletau building up steam. Who wants him? Who wants him? Who wants him? Steve Satolia wants him. And Andrea wants him. Very solid tackle by the two props there. Evans, good handling here now. Oh, it's a big hit from Marius Lowe on Ray Lilo. Very direct. Another big hit there. Solid defense so far from the Lions, but good continuity here from Cardiff. Good hands. Looking to straightening here is Llewellyn. Managed to go, and the ball comes loose there. Lions contesting the breakdown here. Good hands there. Marius Lowe's come off and almost got Lilo. Forced him to offload. Rush defense on the Lions here. Looking pretty good. Summerhill comes inside. Cardiff still with possession. Evans goes himself. Cardiff still with possession. Working towards the right. Now long pass out wide to Summerhill. Cuts inside. Chop tackle from Sanguini. Now working towards the left-hand side. Evans cross kick on the top. Edel van der Merwe is well placed. Edel van der Merwe will mark it. Right, so we had a chance to actually look at the lineups here. In the front row for Cardiff, we've got Bradley Thayer, Liam Belcher, Dylan Lewis. And in the second row, we've got Seb Davies and Lopeti Tamani. Josh Turnbull, James Botham, and Talapa Faltau are the loose trio. Thomas Williams is partnered by Jared Evans in the halfback combination. Theo Kabanga, Max Llewellyn, Ray Lilo, Alice Summerhill, and Reese Priestland is the back line there. Curry Myhill, Corey Domachowski, Dimitri Ayop, Roy Thornton, Shane Lewis-Hughes, Lloyd Williams, Mason Grady, and Nosila Haloholo off the bench for Cardiff. For the Lions, front row, Steve Sitole, PJ Buerta, Ruan Drea, Pretty Answer from Fury and Red North Mark on the second row, Sibusiu Sanguini, Emmanuel Struka, and Franco Horn. The loose trio, Snell Nahamba is partnering Johnny Lombard, Kieran Horn, Edel van der Merwe, Andries Kotsia, your back three, Marius Lowe, and Henk van Beek in the centres. And the penalty against the Lions. Playing the 9 as the call. That's pretty poor because that was a needless penalty. Right, and Carter looking to get the scoreboard ticking. Evans will have his first shot at goal. Looks pretty good, looks pretty good. The flags go up. And Cardiff draw first blood after 10 minutes. They go ahead of the Lions. And just a very silly penalty being conceded there by Ruan Drea. Once again, yeah, please do get your score predictions in. I'm going to pin the comment there. Go and predict the score. Sign up for BetCoza. The closest score prediction will win a 100 Rand free bet. And we'll also do a lucky draw for a 50 Rand free bet as well. But in order to be able to do that, you obviously have to sign up for BetCoza. And you have to go and do your score prediction using that link there. All right, deep restart there from the Lions. Faltau underneath it. Edel van der Merwe getting half a leg and managed to completing the tackle. Now back to Evans. Evans won't find touch. Goes down the throat of Franco Horn. Gives inside to Andries Kutsia. Not the greatest kick from Kutsia. And he does need to come and complete the tackle. Thomas Williams can see a bit of space out wide there. And once again, I think just missing the 50-22. But pinning the Lions back well. Good line there from the Lions. Good up and on there. Good chase there from Kieran Horn. Another test of Andries Kutsia. We're going to see a lot of up and under today. It's very wet out there, so they're going to be putting them under a lot of pressure under the high ball. Now Humber taking his time here. Pops it up to Peter Janssen van Vuren, former Pumas captain. Apparently very windy as well. So I reckon we're going to see Nahamba put this into the skies. Back of a Lions player. So I think Josh Turnbull's come away with it. Faratar, good hands. Good hands. There's an overlap here. Kieran needs to make tackle. He does. And Cardiff, that's the second time where Cardiff kind of made a good break, and then they kind of know what to do with it. So they kind of just sort of offload it. Ball over the top. Another test for Edel van der Merwe. He does take it and he will mark it. That's a really, really poor line-out. Well, it's a good line-out, but it's a very poor defense. Cardiff is through. Ball up here. Big defense needed from the Lions. Cardiff on the front foot here. Evans. Lilo. Good tackle there by Hinkhoff and Vake. Town now. PJ Buerta decides he's going to be the man to stop him. Working hard here is PJ Buerta. Eventually gets down to ground. Williams, Hickam and Vakes come up quickly. Summerhill, just short. Desperate defense here. Kieran Horn now getting... Oh, come on, referee. Reward him. Oh, Kieran Horn was almost over him. And knock on for Cardiff. Really good defense there. Marius Lowe, look what that means to them. I mean, he was coming at big pace there, was Lopeti Tamani. And Sangweni and Shatuka just decided they're going to put their shoulder down, they're going to ride the hit. Just lodging the ball in the tackle. Really good work for Sangweni. I thought he was very frustrating last weekend because he's got to step up for us this season. And last season he let us down with a bit of discipline, but that's the kind of intervention we need to see from him. But so much space here. Yeah, Lombard's also looking up saying, where's the defense? Yeah, brilliant tackle from Sangweni. Gets himself nice and low. Just lodges the ball and tackle. Shatuka's there to help him out, but Sangweni didn't actually need it. All right, big scrum. I think this could be the first scrum of the game, actually. We did miss the first things. And we need to get this ball out. Nahamba. Penalty for the Lions, although Cardiff will take the moral victory from that. Why are they so bad? The Lions trash against Cardiff, weakest team in the comp. Cardiff are not the weakest team in the competition, Chief. And why are the Lions so bad? Well, who do you support? Because I bet you they bought a player from us in this window. I bet you they bought us a player. We've been ransacked. But Cardiff are definitely not the worst team in this competition. That would be Dragons last season. Just for a start. I mean, Cardiff already won this season. And if you go look at last season, Cardiff finished... where was it? 14th, actually. So 2 teams were worse than Cardiff last season. Cardiff actually won 7 games. So not that bad. And who did Cardiff beat this season? They beat somebody quite good as well. I think it was in the first round. Faltar had a worldie. Flats is only 3-0. Who did Cardiff beat? Yeah, Cardiff beat Munster in the first round. Just throwing it out there. Hey, a couple of sappers there in the rain. They're looking pretty miserable. But they got a beer in the hand, so that can't be that bad, can it? Good. More of this from the Lions. 1 or 2 meters. Now it's starting to be held up. Nahamba lifting high in the air for Kieran Horn to chase. Kieran Horn is very well chasing, but I need you to start contesting. You are a fullback. And Andrea penalised for not rolling away. You did get cat caught in the outside there. Right, so a bit of pressure here for Lions in the weather, a bit of a storm. Time off at the moment, a bit of running repairs here. I think it's for around North Narchel, the Lions captain. So, good opportunity. We're going to we're locking the score predictions down at 20 minutes. So you've got 3 minutes right now to go and get your score prediction in. The closest score prediction will be winning a 100 Rand free bet courtesy of Betcoza. There will also be a lucky draw for anybody who entered to win a 50 Rand free bet as well. So we saw Joshua winning a free bet last stream. So go and get yourself registered on Betcoza. Go and predict the score on that link in the comments as well. I'll put it on the comments again. And you can win yourself a free bet. Oh my word, what a line. Somebody tackle him. They're just short. They're just short. No! Big tackle needed. Big tackle comes. Marius Lowe was aware to the threat, but Lions rush defense now needed. They had a bit of time to organize. Cross kick. If this goes to hand. Edel van der Merwe, you goat! 4 gets 1. Why are you cross kicking that? Who bloody knows? But the Lions get away with that. Goodness me. Well, Edel van der Merwe, if he wasn't alive to that threat, we would have been big trouble. But 4-1, I don't know why you put in the cross kick. The Lions had Cardiff had so many numbers there. But this is the second time off the back of a line out that they've just run through our defense far too easily. Who slips the tackle? It's PJ Buerta slips the tackle. Desperate defense there, must be said. Sanguini once again coming in clutch. Good tackle there by Henkel van Veek and Marius Lowe as well. I think that was the important one. Lost a few yards to the Cardiff Lions at the moment. Holding on. Holding on. That's a messy line out there. I think it's a knock-on advantage. I think the Lions are coming away with this one. It is. I think it's just a knock-on advantage. Right, now Hammer from the base of the ruck. Lifts it high in the night sky. Edel van der Merwe will chase. And it's a knock-on from Cardiff. And Sanguini's come away with it. 2 knock-ons there. So it'll be a Lions scrum. unimpressed player faces in the Cardiff coaching box. Decent scrum there. Now Humber's flat for Morris Lowe. Morris Lowe decides to go himself. He had Hinkov and Baker on his shoulder. And a bit messy there. But Franco Horn has managed to clean that up. And the Hammers kick this out in the full, which is not what we need. Yeah, you got to keep that in the Humber. You can't afford to keep putting your side under pressure. We've got to try and settle into this game. Yep, free kick for the Lions. Stepping and closing the gap there. Right, so you're going to have a scrum now. There's a reasonable scrum from the Lions. A couple of Welsh coaches watching on. Neil Jenkins over there watching on here. Now scrum for the Lions on the 20 on the halfway line here. It was a pretty decent one last time. Stanley Hammer managed to get go forward ball, and Morris Lowe with a decent carry as well. This is looking pretty good as well. Hammer goes. Oh, Morris Lowe spilled it forward. Oh, this is so annoying. Right, and another knockout. This is going to be very, very messy. Look, it is very wet. Conditions are very tough out there. Yeah, you can see the ball's very wet, very tricky conditions, and so far, a very messy game, unfortunately. Morris Lowe, who started with an absolute stinker of a first game, came back very nicely in the second game, and has had a little bit of hot and cold so far in this game. So good scrum there. Pop it up to Evans. Evans looping around Thomas Williams. Good handling there from Underhill, but oh, that's a fantastic tackle. Glenn Horn takes the legs out. Both of them now taking it into contact. Cardiff on the front foot here. Josh Turnbull. So I think it's Ray Lilo actually. Belcher. Good tackle being made there. Marshall grabs a foot. Advantage all feature from the Lions. Another penalty advantage. Discipline becoming a bit of an issue. PJ Boyd, calm down. You're going to give away a penalty. Ball comes loose. Sanguini's on it quickly, but we will go back for the penalty. Discipline, chaps. Discipline. We're hanging on here. Discipline, though. Decision time here for Cardiff, though. Do they go for poles? I don't take the points here. Jared Evans has split the poles. So Cardiff double their lead. They go 6-0 ahead, and the Lions just need to work on the discipline. So far, the set piece has been all right. It's just the basics and discipline really that need to improve a little bit. Look, I don't think the Lions expect to have a lot. I think they came here knowing that they're going to have to do a lot of defending. I think that was pretty much, yeah, that was pretty expected. But you've got to be disciplined if you're going to defend. If you're going to put in a massive, big defensive performance for the ages, that usually comes with very good discipline. Johnny Lombard once again going very deep with the restart, testing Faletau under the high ball. Faletau decided to give it off to Cabango. He's brought down by Edel van der Merwe. Snell Nahamba over there has won a penalty. Very well done by Snell Nahamba. Good tackle by Edel van der Merwe as he reeled in the opposite wing though. He has stayed down there as Edel van der Merwe, which is not good because the Lions do not have depth. So we can't afford Eddie Blaze going down. Edel van der Merwe is not looking good. He's lying flat on his back, which would usually indicate a head injury. Yeah, I don't think anybody really expects Faletau to look at bringing in Cabango. That's a good tackle there being made. Oh no, somebody comes in afterwards. So he's fine there. And I think somebody's coming afterwards with a knee and smashed into Edel van der Merwe. So he stayed down, not looking very good. We could have a replacement here for the Lions. Yeah, we're going to see a replacement here from Edel van der Merwe. That's very annoying because he started very well ahead, Edel van der Merwe. He'd been very aware to the kicking behind. He'd been very good defensively, positionally wise. So I think we will see a replacement here. Edel van der Merwe, which means we're going to have to see Xander du Plessis. I don't know how we're going to rejig this, to be honest. I think Xander du Plessis can probably play on the wing. The alternatives, you could put Henk van Wyk on the wing, or you could bring Jordan Hendricks. You could bring Jordan Hendricks on, move Johnny Lombard to 15, put Andres Coetzee on the wing. But yeah, this is not looking good for Edel van der Merwe at all. He is walking off though, having said that, so that's promising, but I think that is his game done. Very frustrating. As I said, it wasn't the tackle. Xander du Plessis will come on. He's large unit here, Xander du Plessis. Interesting to see how the Lions do rejig their backline though, because I think they're going to have to. Manager Tuku just like taps him on the head as he's going off. I mean, right, so Andrew proceeds on the park. Interesting to see. As I say, I reckon we might see a bit of a rejigged back line. Right, good to get kick there from Andres Coetzee. The Lions are on the 22. PJ Buerta, just hit your man. Let's get a try. Let's get going here. Let's get grafting. Goes to the front of the line. Good take from Peter Jansen from Furen. Need a good rolling maul here. Mr. Ref. Oh, Lewis like never ever onside of these mauls. And PJ Burt is going to lose this. I can see this coming. This is going to be turnover ball. Yeah. Idiot. Oh, really? I mean, you could see as soon as you're like sitting there basically about to walk into the rest of them, how about you detach? First real opportunity to have it, and we turned over the ball. It's frustrating. I'm gonna say hi, Steven. Just want to know your prediction between Dragons versus Sharks. I don't know actually. I mean, Dragons going and beating Munster last weekend was not part of the plan. Sharks very nearly coming up short against Zebra. I suppose it depends on which Sharks pitches up. It's such an inconsistent side, but I think it's going to be a very close game. And I think the Sharks could almost actually, they don't really pitch up. I think they could be in a bit of trouble. So I don't think that calling a Dragons win is actually out of question. Dylan saying Lions are playing away from home in the cold and the rain. They'll probably struggle to get a foothold initially. Well, that's what we are struggling. And then we did get an opportunity. We didn't really make full use of it now, did we? Right, Cardiff from deep. Jared Evans goes to the boot. Hinkop and Vake retreating. I think we're seeing Hinkop and Vake on the wing here, by the way. Chip over the top from Andrews could see. I'm not sure that was the best option. Oh, that's a huge tackle from Hinkop and Vake. That's what we like to see. And a penalty as well. Well, Andrews could see I take it back. Brilliant option, but Hinkop and Vake. Goodness me. And it's right in front of the pole, so we'll take the points, but Hinkop and Vake. Goodness me. Oof, cheers. 20 years old, slam dunk. Gets up. Marius Lowe is there. That's what we need to see. From a South African side, let's see some physicality. Let's see some big hits. Let's try and use what we've got. Not a lot, to be fair, but let's try and use the few things we've got. Think of Vake. What a player he could be. Needs to stay injury-free. Needs to get a good run of games. Needs to play outside centre a bit more. I think it looks like he's playing on the wing. But it was a very nice take from the kick there. So far, so good. A nice little defensive intervention as well. Winning the penalty that Johnny Lombard will hopefully slot. Hello, dog. Against the winners from Lombard, but right in front. And he's turned and straight to the middle. Cool stuff. Good stuff. No one is snatching Henko. We're signing him down for like a 7-year contract. We just pay him all the money in the world. All the monies. You make him the future. Lombard, Hendricks, Henko van Veek, Edel van der Merwe. You know, those are the players we've got to hold on to in the back line. Good take from, I spoke too soon. Marius Lowe got up well and then fumbled it forward. That's the second time you've dropped it, Marius. Now we're back under pressure. Why can't we just score some points, retain the line-out, kick back downfield, reset? That's the problem. It's such a coach killer when, you know, everything's going well and then you make a hash the line and all of a sudden you're getting them way back into the game. Another very solid scrum there. Oh, it's a good tackle, though, made by Johnny Lombard, and the ball is lost in the tackle. Now, Hammer goes to Andrews Kutsia. I think Andrews Kutsia actually seems to be playing more in the wing than about to Henko van Veek. They're occupying it. Right, now Shtuka. Emmanuel, his brother's now playing for the Sharks. Well, he's currently injured at the moment. Now Hammer asks for a blocker, so he will go to the boot. 9 minutes to go until the half-time. I'll take the score at half-time. You know, that's what the Lions did very well last week. They just stayed in the game. Now Henko van Veek is chasing hard here. He goes up to try and compete. He misses it, but Sangwini's there to make the tackle. Now Van Veek, he's just everywhere. He just reined him in and dove on him. Henko van Veek's a man on a possession. Now Frankie Horn trying to get over that ball unsuccessfully. Cardiff, lots of numbers here. They want to use it. Seb Davies decides carries down into BC trying to. Hang on, Mr. Rev. He got through because of the referee in the way of Rondre. I'm very upset. The ball seems to go up here. Xander Duplessis actually come away with it. So turnover ball for the Lions. We'll take that, lads. We'll take that. Now Nahamba pops it up to Rondre. Puts his head down. Should be used to playing in the wet. Rondre did quite a few years at Gloucester with Rahan Ackerman, where he decided to go and steal our entire effing team after taking it into the Super Rugby final. Not impressed, Johan. Not impressed. Now Nahamba puts it in the air. Kieran Horn's chasing, it's swirling, and it's another kick, shend, a touch from Nahamba. Come on, chap, it's swirling. There's wind. You can't play with the touchline. If you ever want to play for Springboks, you've got to have a good box kick. Now, I actually don't like this. I really don't like Henry van Beek on the wing. I think that's such a waste. You've got our most dangerous player in the centres, and now we've had to sacrifice him. I would have put Katsir in the wing, I would have put Lombard at fullback, I would have put Hendricks on at 10. And I think the Lions have managed to actually get themselves on the right side of the maul here. There they go, short chip. That's a nice tackle. Rondre was over that ball trying to slow things down. Sorry, Peter Butcher rather. Belcher. Lions going very low. Trust with that, almost like an Argentinian defense here. Oh, almost slipped here. Ray almost finds a way through, but he seems to have lost the ball forward. Forward pass, so it will be a scrum. And again, the Lions just hanging in. Hang in there, lads. Time off. There's two Cardiff players down, and both of them looking like they're in a lot of pain. I think Summerhill's down, and it looks like... Is that Lilo? No, it's Tamani. I think there's been a clash of heads here from the Cardiff players. We already see Edward van der Merwe leave the park. Lewis is also down. So 3 players here for Cardiff currently down and receiving treatment. I don't think Lewis looks too injured, to be fair. They're going to take another water break here with 7 minutes to go. Meanwhile, Leinster are comfortably putting away Ulster, which is a bit annoying because I had money on Ulster. Tamani is down. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. Dylan Lewis is up and looks like he'll be able to continue. Not Jeff Deckhold is saying Lions need to go to the second half with some confidence. Yeah, well, we just need to go into the second half still being in the game. I mean, that's, as I said, last weekend, the best thing the Lions did was just stayed in the game. And the game never got away from them. And if you can do that, then a couple of moments, Tamani looks like he's all right to continue. A couple of moments go your way, all of a sudden you can snatch a victory, as we saw. We just wait for the Smith twins to come back on and give us some magic. However, it looks like Summerhill's game should be over here. I mean, he's taken a very long time to sit up. They're now rotating his neck around. I think it should be a bit of a neck injury and a concussion. He's back up. He's going to continue. Which surprises me because it took him a long time before he sat up. But he is going to continue, I think. Or no, he's going to go for. I think he's going to go for an HIA. So there's a replacement for Cardiff. Number 22 is on, Mason Grady. Right, so it will be a Lions scrum. Just outside 22 for them, basically on the 22. So Summerhill has left the park. I think it will be an HIA. Mason Grady on the park in 22 jersey. Nice scrum needed here. You've got 3 players lined up on the right here. Another very solid scrum there. They do go to the left, so Coetzee will use his left boot. He boots it up down the middle of the park. He doesn't have a pretty big boot. He has turned Mason Grady. So I apologize, it's not Mason Grady. It's Priestland who returns the favor. Johnny Lombard. Also goes down pretty central. It's a good take from Mason Grady, who's an absolute unit from the looks of it. Goodness me, look at the size of him. Nahamba has cocked that up pretty royally, to be honest. And Nahamba has gifted them a line out inside the 22, getting that awfully wrong. The bounce of the ball just doing him. And all of a sudden, wasn't the best connection. Nahamba getting back, fumbles it, and then can't keep it in. Good line there from Cardiff. Big defense needed up from the Lions. They haven't really found too much joy from the maul, that must be said. Lions defense has been good. Use it once is the call. Big tackle there on Grady. Taking him a while to get him down. Vulture takes the legs out, does Ruan Drea. Lilo, it's a good pass. The underscore see the upside. He comes back on the hill. That's a big hit. I think. Solid tackle there. Tamani. Vulture once again. This is good play here from Cardiff. It's good continuity. Falatau brought down. 8 phases now for Cardiff. Varnish offside. Doesn't matter. They scored. Right in front of half time, and that is on Nahamba. So then Nahamba, that is all on you. Under no pressure, there's no reason why you should have been caught out like that. He's kicked it into touch twice in the full. He's made a hash of that, and Cardiff are over. Yeah, it's a pretty poor tackle. I mean, Sanguini makes a half tackle, he then spins away and kind of just dives over. Oh, really, really frustrating. Half time, by the way, Leinster 17, Ulster 3. So I thought Ulster was going to be a bit more competitive than that, must admit. Yeah, I think we might see Nahamba being hooked. He was he was man of the match last weekend, but he's not gone well today. Morley van den Berg on the bench. Problem is, both Grandma's not really players you want to be using in the wet. You know, something like an Andre Warner, probably far better suited to the conditions. But how do you drop someone who's coming with the man of the match performance? You know? Right, Lombard starts to go to the left this time. And they've let it roll here. Have Cardiff and a bit of a fumble back. Inside ball, so under a bit of pressure. Won't find touch. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to... Oh, it's a big hit, to be fair, from him. Support for Marius Lowe. No, Mr. Ref. Thank you. Penalty advantage. Number, use it, chap. No, he takes it quickly. And why take it quickly? I would have lost if you take it quickly. You go and kick it to the corner, and you go to the maul. It's 1 minute to go to half time. Let's be brave here, lads. Let's be brave. It is pretty much guaranteed 3 points. A 13-6, not the worst result. However, let's be brave. Kick to the corner. Kick to the corner. That's what I like. I mean, it might not work out, but let's be brave. No, chaps, I can tell you right now, the fact that they're going for the corner's got nothing to do with Johnny Lombard's kicking, because they want the try. They want the maximum amount of points here. Not the best kick from Johnny Lombard, it must be said. I reckon we could have definitely found ourselves halfway between the 22 and the 5. We're on the 22 anyway, with a minute to go. Opportunity here for the Lions. They go to Peter Janssen at the front of the line out. Pretty ordinarily set more, you have to be honest. PJ Burton needs to work hard, yeah. It has sort of split off a little bit. But PJ Burton, I don't know where the ball is. And if we're going to be able to get that back to the back. Yep, Steve Torley is controlling things at the back. Needs to use it. Yahamba does use it. Goes to Marius Lowe. Marius Lowe goes pretty direct. Penalty advantage as well. Pops up for PJ Burton. Makes a meter or two. Nahamba, short to Renan North Nachel. Strong carry from the captain. Now back to Peter Janssen from Furen. And we'll go back for the penalty. Take a scrum. Or another line out. But I'll be tempted for a scrum there. You always take the 3 points. They lose by 2. They'll cry about that call. Yeah, no, listen. We will concede another try this match. That I can promise you, basically. So that's why, unfortunately. If we had a defense that we know that we weren't going to concede any points, then great. But we probably will concede another try. So 5 points is definitely needed more than 3, unfortunately. Now, this is usually territory where PJ Burton often starts with the line out, and then we get very frustrated. PJ Burton goes up. Peter Van goes up. He comes back down. PJ Burton controlling things at the back. Lewis, once again, ref, he's been offside the entire game. He's never, ever come from the side. This is looking like a decent running more, though. Penalty try, boys! Come on! Come on! That's more like it. And a yellow card. We'll start a second half with 15 on 14. We've got a penalty try. Ruan Dre is walking away. He's impressed with life. Oh, and Falatau as well, I think, is off. Yep, so that's it. I mean, of all the players, if there's one player I could ask to them to take off, it would probably be Falatau. So that's a pretty big moment in the game. Right, so Cardiff down to 14 men for the second half. Lions still in the fight. 3 points. So it's too late to get your score predictions in from winning the bet, but we will be doing a draw for a free 50 Rand bet. So there is the check the pin comment there. Go and sign up there. And we're going to be doing a free draw in the second half. We'll be drawing a 50 Rand free bet. Joshua in the last stream got that free bet. We've already got quite a few people who put in their predictions. They're all in the runnings to win a free bet courtesy of Betcoza, and we will do that towards the end of the game. We'll have a bit of a break, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Right, welcome back. Oh, that's the wrong one. Welcome back to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And yeah, interesting half that we had. Sorry, hang on, give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to check something. Yeah, an interesting half, and Lions very much in the hunt, which I think is the main thing. And what we didn't expect probably was for them to be able to sort of hang on and be in the hunt at the halfway stage. I mean, just 3 points behind, away from home, very tricky conditions. And I think probably the reason we didn't really expect them to be this sort of close is it's the most un-Lions like conditions you could ask for. Lions like to play quite quickly, like to play ball in hand, like to play a high tempo of rugby, and it is horrible conditions over in Cardiff. It is wet, the wind is swirling, it is cold, but the Lions pack are just hanging on really. The scrums are very solid. The set pieces actually more on the right, which is probably the main thing when you start with tricky conditions. But it's been a bit some desperate defense, and I think if you look at some of the stats, you'll probably find that the Cardiff do dominate most of them, but the Lions still being in the game is the big thing. And I think they need to be like a bit of a rash, where they just need to just stay there, they just don't go away, and at the very least come over the bonus point. And you never know, a couple of breaks later in the game, and all of a sudden you can put yourself in a winning position, like we saw last week. And that's what they did so well last week, is that they stayed in the game. Cardiff will be frustrated because I think they've lacked accuracy in the final, sort of the danger zone really. So if we look at the stats here, 57% possession from Cardiff, 43 for the Lions. But it's the territory which I think we need to pay attention to, because Cardiff's sitting with 70% of the territory. One try piece, a penalty try for the Lions. So just a penalty can separate the two sides. But Cardiff 230 meters run to Lions 95. They've beaten 10 defenders to Lions 2. 1 clean break, more gain line carries, 30 gain line carries to Lions 13. Far more offloads, but the Lions winning 5 turnovers. Kicks from hand, pretty even. Rucks 1. So Lions have made 51 of 61 tackles at 84%. Cardiff have made 29 of 31% and 94% success. So far, the Rucks have been very good for the Lions. Lions success, the Lions have lost 1, Cardiff have lost 2. Both teams have yet to lose a scrum. Cardiff conceding 5 penalties in that half, Lions conceding 3. So penalty, Lions discipline been pretty good. And the frustrating thing, I think, is the penalties they have conceded have been very soft penalties, needless penalties that you don't need to concede. But big news is that Cardiff do have a yellow card. Talapa Faletau will sit out for the first 10 minutes of the second half. So if the Lions can try and capitalize, then you never know. But some big performances in the first half. Kickoff and Vake is now playing on the wing. Edwin van der Merwe off. It'll be interesting to see if we do see Summerhill coming back on at some stage. He was replaced by Mason Grady due to an HIA. But yeah, then as I said, Faletau will be in the bin for the next 10 minutes. If you haven't already, go and fill in the score prediction form. We've already locked down the score predictions, but we will still be drawing a random name out of anybody who does sign up on that form and sign up for BetCoza to win a 50 Rand free bet. Good first touch for Frank Horn. Taken back as they go back to Garcia. They go to Lombard. Lombard now pulls out the boot, goes down pretty central. Prieston takes it on the bounce. Lifts it high in the air. He will chase down. This will be in the edge 22, so well positioned. And the Humber has gone down and wins a penalty. Prieston making contact in the air. Yeah, I mean, I was bought by the Humber. He went in the air, waited for the hit. This is brilliant from the Humber. He goes up, gets his legs in the air. I mean, I don't know what Prieston can really worry about. That's a looking good looking more from the Lions. They're broken away. It's a really good looking more from the Lions. They've already made about 10 meters. Last time they were only more to the penalty try. There's what they call for once. Steve Satoli, the man controlling at the back, not usually found in this position. But now we need to get this ball out. I think it's going to be turnover ball. The ball... It will be turnover ball. Why can we not get the ball out? Meanwhile, by the way, CBC St. Green's gone down in a heap. It's the second turnover we've seen. We get some momentum and then we just don't use it. It's like the box. Use the damn thing. St. Green didn't look very happy there. I think he's got a blood nose here. Alright, so it will be a Cardiff scrum. Lions not using the ball. It's the second time. It's annoying. It's annoying because just things like that are just why? Why? That's a huge scrum from the Lions. No way to Fatal there. You can see making a big difference. But it's well used by Cardiff. They've got a lot of numbers here. The Lions are backpedaling. Big tackle there. The kick comes in from Reece Priestland. Hickov and Vake is there trying to gather. Hickov and Vake's down the burst down the side. He needs the support. He doesn't get it, so he decides to kick ahead. Now, a bit of pressure there. Kieran Horn needs to make a tackle. Yeah, does make a tackle. Cardiff back at 22. Really good work there from Hickov and Vake, who's been like a man possessed today. And it's a very good net gain. Oh, there's net. Yeah, no, not well, not well. The Nails took a beating during the Lions game. I must admit, Lions, you know, between Lions, Manchester United, Proteas, it just doesn't go well. It's just nerve-wracking here. I mean, the Lions are backpedaling here, and Hickov and Vake gets across. Grabs it, sees him, goes bang, cheers, one, gets away from another one. Good turn of pace as well. Unfortunately, Frank Horn couldn't quite catch up, so he puts the kick in ahead. Marius Lowe's desperate getting there, Q and Horn's coming through. And Kabango under a lot of pressure. Brought down by Q and Horn. And the kick from Priestland, not finding too much yardage, but this is just, I think this is a bit of gamesmanship here. James Botham is down. Seems to be in a bit of pain, but getting some strapping. I think the fact that Fatal's in the bin probably pays a little to this. Yeah, watch out for Hickov and Vake. Post 2023 World Cup. I think you're definitely going to see him in a Springbok jersey. Good line out there. Brad North Knuckle. Telling the referee he didn't get down. Lions more working hard to try and get a bit of front foot. Almost up to the 22. This is looking good. It's pretty compact, but they are still finding a few meters. One stop, there comes the call. Nahamba needs to use this now. That's what we were doing earlier. Nahamba does use it. Goes to Marius Lowe. Marius Lowe on the angle, finds a few meters. Good work there. Nahamba now looking for a bit of space, going on a bit of snipe himself. Nahamba, on the offload for PJ Porter. Now we just need a couple of it. Yep, good clean up there. Nahamba's ready there. Slow ball now, Manus Chuka. Picks up and goes. Frees up Nahamba. Franco Horn now will have the service of Peter Anson van Vuren behind him. Franco Horn goes himself. Just need to remain calm here. Discipline, discipline. PJ Buerta crawling towards the try line at the moment. Emmanuel Chuka now. Yeah, advantage Lions. Offside. Now, cut a pass from the Humber. Intercept, but we'll go back for the penalty. Talk about not knowing, eh? Just talk about sheer ignorance. You know, say what you like about the Lions game plan, but it's effective. The Lions have never, ever been a 10-man team. Ever. It's wet. It's horrendous conditions playing away from home. So, shock and horror, they play with their pack. And now you want to have a go at their playing style. I mean, really. What an offload from a Nahamba. What a nice little snipe there. But really, I mean, if there's one team you really can't have a go. I mean, name the second team. I mean, Sharks probably play the most sort of 10-man rugby out of all the teams. Really, say what you like about the Lions' tactics. Come now. Come now. I wish we could do 10-man rugby well. Big scrum now. They've gone with the scrum. You have a reset, but that was a nice shove there from the Lions. Not sure the scrum was the right option. I would have gone for the line out, to be honest. Right, so the line at the moment, you've got Marius Lowe, position at first receiver, Johnny Lombard, and you can see they're all three of them standing basically like together. You got Johnny Lombard standing just out on the left, on the right shoulder, Marius Lowe. It's kind of set up for a Marius Lowe crash ball, quick ball to Johnny Lombard. Personally, don't be surprised if they go down the blind side. With Henkoff and Bake, don't be surprised if they go down the blind side. He was with Kieran Horn on the far outside. I don't think we'll see him involved right now. Right, it's available. Frankie Horn does go down the blind side. Goes himself. Comes up just a bit short. Now to PJ Buerta, knocked on by Steve Satole. Pops it up to Emmanuel Chuka. Franco Horn now. Pick up and go. Just patience you needed from the Lions. Getting a few meters. PJ Buerta, pick up and go. Once again. Almost over. Someone needs to get that ball out. We have another pick up and drive. Franco Horn now. He left the ball behind. And it's knock on. You idiots! How have you knocked that on? Yeah, hands up from Franco Horn. Had to finish that. Yeah, now Cardiff player will go down. It's amazing how South Africans get always slammed for slowing the game down. And yet we see it all the time from the European side. But the gender never suits. Both of them as well. Lewis, who's on the park. Got to be clinical, chaps. You've got to take that opportunity. You've got 3 minutes left. We haven't scored when Palatar comes back. It'll be a waste. However, the last 2 scrums have been better. So, big shove here. Big effort. And let's see if we can get over the line here. Grant Swart says, any move that doesn't involve Morris is a good move. All mistake, always pull the ball into your chest before moving forward. Well, funny enough, I think he actually probably would have had an opportunity to dot the ball down because the pillar had actually decided to hit the ruck and wasn't paying attention. That's a big scrum from the Lions. But well done from Cardiff to get away from Sanguini. So Cardiff will be able to exit here. If they've got to use it, yeah. And Cardiff just running the clock down. I wonder if we'll hear any comments about their playing style. Six wide. Sanguini is off. Is it Ruan Fenter time? I hope so. Ruan Fenter is exactly what we need right now. Just some old-fashioned brute forced. No, it's Ruan Strowley. I don't know how Ruan Strowley's managed to get into the side, to be perfectly honest. Where's Yaka Creel? Ruan, I'm expecting big things from you now. He breaks away. Marius low cuts on the inside. Mr. Ref, come on, man. That's going to be a penalty advantage. And the ball's gone loose. Yeah, I think we'll go back for the penalty. Right in front of the line. Ooh, Ruan Strowley wants a bit of a fumble. On the 5 meter there, yeah. Big more, big more, big more. PJ Butter! And the Lions are over. The Lions, lads. The Lions, lads. Come on! Lions into the lead. Let's move. Let's move. Right, Lombard, need to swap this over. Collision is good. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Right, Frankie Horn, slide under the high ball there. That's a good exit. Good exit. That's what I like to see. Magic's saying there must be a mistake. The Lions are winning. Yeah. Try and bait me. Try, I dare you. This is not considering the Storm was beaten in 43 last season. The youngsters are making SA proud. Yeah, we're moving, yeah, lads. We're moving. Right. And they've lost the ball forward there, Cardiff. So a couple of things suddenly flowing Lions' way, but Faletau is back on, so it will be a 15-on-15 game rather. So back to a full contingent are Cardiff, but the Lions in the lead, 17 points to 13 over in Wales. First touch for the replacement, and Holo Holo has knocked that on. Looks like we're going to see some more replacements here. Number 19 on for Cardiff. Which is Shane Lewis-Hughes. That was on already, I must admit. I thought Seb Davies is off. I'm sure that Lewis-Hughes was on already. Maybe it must have been Roy Thornton. Right, big scrum you needed, your lads. You've got Couture with the left boot on the left. You've got Lombard. You do go to the right. Lombard going to Maurice Lowe. Maurice Lowe decides to dab in ahead. He's playing the territory game. I mean, I don't mind the kick option, but we could have found a bit more territory than that, Maurice Lowe. Hands up there. I think he knows that there was actually a bit more on. Just try. I mean, for me, I'll be kicking towards 22. You're still inside your own half. So 22 is on. Try and keep it in play. Let Hinkoff and Bake run after it and try and chase it down. Put them under a bit of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Make it competitive. Not just give possession away. Right, now we're going to see Cardiff try and return the mauling. First stop there. Cardiff are going to have to use it. They do use it. Tamani, good tackle there by PJ Buerta. Now Thomas Williams is going to get the boot out. The trusty boxed kick. Hinkoff and Vake under the high ball. Loses it. And Nahamba has lost it forward. So nearly Nahamba. Come on, mate. You just cut out the stupid errors, the silly errors, which is killing me. But the first knock-on was from Cardiff, so it will be a Lions scrum. So not all bad. 54 minutes. Hinkoff and Vake gets up here, but yeah, it's good while Kavango to make the first knock-on, and then Nahamba just losing his footing and the ball with it. One wide replacement. So Steve Tourle's job is done. He's a very accomplished player, Steve Tourle. Nothing flash. Good old Steve. But very, very tidy. Right, so JP Smith on. His twin brother, Ruan Smith, waiting in the wings for some wild offload game that we saw last weekend against Ospreys. And a free kick for the Lions as well. Yeah, all of a sudden, momentum just shifting the way of the Lions. The question is, can we capitalize on it? A couple of good players still in the wings. Without some more fun and Bird, Jordan Hendrickson can still come on. We're going to have another scrum here. Big shove coming from the Lions. Huge shove coming from the Lions. They've got the run. They've got penalty advantage. Hammer goes to Lombard. Lombard goes to Kutsia. Kutsia puts in the kick behind. We'll go back for the penalty. Massive scrum. You heard it here first, people. I said Julian Redding-Hayes for the next Springbok Cup scrum coach. This Lions scrum, the players come in and out, in and out, in and out. But there's one thing that this Lions team know how to do, and that's how to scrum. And if it's different players and the same result, only one reason. I'm telling you, Julian Redding-Hayes, very underrated. I think he's probably our best addition in the coaching staff. The scrums have always been solid in the last couple of years, since he retired, which was also a travesty. Advantage as well. Penalty advantage for early shove. Right, Nahamba goes to Marius Lowe. Marius Lowe picks up to Xander Duplessis. Solid carry there. Penalty advantage on the course. Nahamba thought about sniping and giving it away to Lombard. Brings in Henker from Vake. And we'll go back for the penalty. Nahamba being booed by the home crowd, doing a lot to rile them up. Proper scrum half performance from him, from an attitude perspective. So Cardiff are all of a sudden under pressure, and the Lions. This is where often the Lions just don't take advantage. They don't get over the line. They don't manage to really kick on and convert this. 12 penalties by Cardiff, 3 by Lions. You've got to make this count. And this ball is horribly close to the touchline, and it's been walked out. See what I mean? See what I mean? And they just ran to the try line there. I mean, it's so poor into the touchline. Now Josh Turnbull's just clutching his arms. So Cardiff is struggling a little bit here player-wise. But this is what I'm saying. We're just not using the dominance to really... Hey. Back now. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. Right, so water break at the moment. A reminder that we will be doing a draw for a 50 Rand free bet, courtesy of BetCoza. The person who predicts the closest score will be winning a 100 Rand free bet. So you can still go and get yourself into that draw for 50 Rand free bet. Sign up for BetCoza, go and do the prediction form, which is the pinned comment. And we'll make that draw at the end of the game. Right, still a 4-point game. The Lions guilty of not taking the opportunities at the moment. 21 minutes remaining, so plenty of time for Cardiff to come back into this game, and the Lions need to start actually putting their foot on the throat. This is the problem. 12 penalties. Right. They don't compete here, do the Lions? Cardiff looking to exit. And Ruan Fenton's on the park as well. And it's not the best of kicks, so Lions will still have it. We'll still be in a good position, yeah. One says, please explain to us how the Lions Class 22 have become the best SA club side in history. I mean, if I speak, I'm in trouble. First of all, it's because I'm associated. As someone who's bought merchandise, who's been involved from a spectator point of view, it is undoubtedly that link is what is playing so well. Look, the Lions' biggest issue is depth. So we knew that we had this in us. Mohammed leaves the park, by the way, from Warner van den Berg. We know that we have this in us. Like, that's never been a doubt. The issue comes as soon as injuries start creeping in. But for me, now let's start carrying from Morris. Now Warner van den Berg looking to inject a bit of pace into the game. PJ Buerta getting over the advantage line. And the balls come loose somehow. Penalty advantage, though. Knock on from Cardiff, so that'll be a scrum for the Lions. Yeah, look, let's roll with the punches. I mean, the Lions did say that they want a playoff game and they want a home playoff game, so that's the ambition they've got. I do think what we are genuinely seeing, not to get ahead of ourselves, but I think we are genuinely seeing a side that have actually had a preseason. The structure are looking so much better. The pack is operating. The lineouts are looking a bit better. Defensively, we're still slipping tackles, but we're not conceding as many sort of free tries. You know, I think that defensively are getting a little more compact. So I'm hoping that the coaching staff is actually making a bit different. The question is, can they hold on to this side for 3 years and then be in a position where you might be able to compete? You know, my gut probably says no. But you know, what can you do? What can you do if you don't? Just Look Up TV said they need to start stopping the clock for scrums and lineouts when the ball is out and the clock restarts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yes and no, because also these games are taking far too long. I think who's this going off now? Cardiff are losing men faster, by the way. Miles off, or Miles on rather for Belcher. Right, can't beat scrum needed. Right, no one in Vandenberg has to use this. Goes to the side, got Morris Lowe with him. Morris Lowe is lost it forward. He cannot carry a flipping rugby ball. And now you can see the penalty advantage. What would have been a knock on, you can see the penalty advantage just to compound things. There's still a knock on advantage. So it is an advantage over. Good take by Kutsia. And a forward pass from Kutsia. Come on, man. Oh, penalty. Penalty in front of the kicker. That's huge. Penalty for the Lions on the 5 meter. Oh, what do we do here? Do we risk a scrum? Do we go to the line? I think we're going to go to the line. Must admit, I would have thought about a scrum, but a line. I suppose we have had 2 more tries. Penalty try. I mean, Cardiff can see, I think, about 14 penalties. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of Cardiff fans complaining about the referee. Which I probably would be if I had conceded 14 penalties. Right, Yakovasaki on. So his first duty will be to feed the lineout. And Ruan Smith, also known as Ruan Carter. Actually, maybe like Ruan Bull Williams. Well, I like that. The offload king. Right, they go to the front. They're looking for the more here. It's a bit lateral. Just needs a bit of go for momentum. They've got a lot of players in there. Once is the call. It's splintered. They need to get up and get going again. They need to use it. They need to get this ball out. Tackles that they have to release. So it should be available. And there's a lot of bodies there, so the rolling ball not quite working. Pick up and go. Can't even see who that is. I think it was Ruan Strowley. Now around North Narkle, the captain. Another pick up and go. Jacob Asaki. Not getting too much progress here on the Lions. Ball's a bit loose here. Now Morne van den Berg digging for it. Pops it to Marius Lowe. Solid carry from him. Getting us back on the front foot. Now Pedians from Furen. Ruan Venter! Oh, the ball's come through. Morne van den Berg's over. He says it's a try. He's over. The question is, how has this ball come over? Is this going to be forward from Ruan Venter, or has this ball squared off the side? Has he picked it up and he dotted it down? On-field sit and try. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please. I need this. I need this for my weekend. I need this for, like, my zen. For everything. I need this. This would be huge. This would be life-changing. Do the right thing and award the try. So this ball has popped out the side. Yeah, the ball comes backwards. Morne van den Berg grabs it and he dives over. This is going to be a try, boys. We're moving. We're moving. Come on! Let's go! Nah, that's more like it, lads. 20 points to 13. Conversion to come. We can make this an 11-point game here, lads. I mean, we're 1 point away from a bonus point try. One try away from a bonus point try. 1 point away. Come on, Stephen. Keep up with the Lions, can you? And, fun fact, if you had put money on all 4 South African sides to win, we did have a Forever Sports bet boost with Betkoza. 7-1 odds, by the way, which is very much alive right now. Very much alive. I think Betkoza could be sweating a little bit. Lombard up against the touchline. Nails it! My boy! Come on, lads. One more try. I'm getting greedy now. I'm very aware of the fact that I am getting greedy. But one more try. Come on. Ruan Venter onto the park. Good to see that. I'd like to see Jordan Hendricks on now as well. Morne van den Berg. Long pass out to Andries Coetzee. Andries Coetzee uses that left boot of it. It's very useful left boot, I must say. Paratal underneath it. Paratal gives it to Priestland. Ball over the top. Henker van Beek's come off his line. Needs to rail him in. Does rail him in. Very good tackle again from Henker van Beek. He's an absolute storm of a game. Andrew P needs to roll away. Penalty advantage. Not rolling, but I think what the Lions have done so well in the second half is that's probably the first time that Cardiff actually had the ball and attacked with it. I mean, in the 65th minute, it's taken them 25 minutes to have possession and Lions off, which is pretty unheard of. Like I say, this is a Lions fan. I'm not saying for Cardiff, I'm saying for a Lions fan to see opposition not have the kind of opportunity. Wow. "15 minutes. Come on, the lads. Please, please get this job done. Come on, man. Go for the rolling more here, Cardiff. Lions more defense has been pretty good, but this is looking very well set from Cardiff. It's down though, and not illegally, so they do have to use it. Hello, hello. Long ball to Andres Garcia. Scramble defense needed from Kieran Horn, but the ball did bobble, so he's lost the ball there. I don't know if it's lost forward. Penalty advantage for offside. Come on, man. Discipline, discipline. Thomas Williams is running all the way to the other side. Alright, so Cardiff going to the line again. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. We need to get out of this. Time's ticking away. 13 minutes. Woo! Getting a bit nervous there. That's it. Look, this is try time. This is try time. Damn it, man. Cardiff over in the corner. It's a very tough conversion, but if they make it, it's a 4-point game again. Oh dear, this is going to become squeaky bum time. We've got to reply. We've got to reply. Yeah, right over in the corner. It was I said it looked like a well set move. Very tough kick, very important kick this. Right up against touchline. It's looking good. But it's going to go across the face of goal. Right, so 6 points is the advantage. A penalty for the Lions. We can slot that. 9-point game. Makes it more than a try. Alright, come on, lads. 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go. What subs do we have left? Not much, actually. I think we just got Jordan Hendrickson. Shane, it's poor lad. Oh, and they've locked it on from the kickoff, so it's turnover ball for the Lions with a knock-on advantage. Come on, this is the perfect. This is exactly what I want to be finding a penalty. Moy Vandenberg goes to Maurice Lowe, pops it up to Frank Horn. Dan Duplessis, strong leg drive getting into the 22. Not rolling away. Oh, Mr. Ref. Go back for the knock-on advantage. Miles away. He wasn't rolling away. As I said, a coach killer. Restart, hey? Restart. You butcher a restart. Looking how you've allowed the Lions right back in. The Lions they've got a scrum here. They win a penalty. Johnny Lombard slots to the 3, and all of a sudden, Lions back to more than a converted try away. And it's just miscommunication. Nobody really misses it, and it just comes, yeah, I mean, he wasn't expecting it at all. Oh no, this is the last thing we need. Oh no, it needs a new boot. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Henker van Beek was down. I was getting a bit worried, but it's just his boot that's come over. Hey, the power's back. Happy days. Happy days. I need to run myself some food. That was weird. Oh, happy day. I love it when the power comes back on. You know, it's just the small things in life you gotta celebrate when you're South African, like having power. You know, because that's having power, Lions in the lead. This is just a good evening. Big scrum now, lads. Big scrum. Shit. It's a penalty for Cardiff. Shit. First scrum penalty against the Lions. Damn it, man. Good line out there. Flat ball. Oh, another knock on. It's another knock on. Thank you very much, Cardiff. We appreciate your effort to keep us in this game. Come on. Time is off. Come on, lads. Let's just get this over the line here. It'd be absolutely massive if we could. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Right, big scrum, yeah. Morning, Vandenberg. Goes to Andres Garcia, first receiver. Andres Garcia steps in the inside. Andres Garcia away from one, away from two. Still goes Andres Garcia. Up to the 22. Morning, Vandenberg goes to Lombard. Lombard goes to Van Beek. Van Beek steps in the inside. Up to the 5 meter here. Good work here from the lines. Morning, Van Beek. Ruan Strali. Good continuity here. One more try could be enough. Ruan Fenter. This is good continuity here from the Lions. Ah, come on, Mornay. Ah! Forward. Come on, man. Patience, patience, patience. It was a fantastic run there by Andres Garcia. Come on, man. Right, hello, hello. Normal makes the tackle. I have no issue with them coming out. They said we've got 5 minutes left. You really lose to the penalty. It's a good exit from Cardiff, but they're still in the right areas here. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. That's a very messy lineup, but it does come away the way of the Lions. Morning van den Berg comes away with it. Just need to find a penalty here, lads. Marius Lowe, scrum half, gives it away to Jakub Asaki. Strong carry from him, but a very good tackle as well. Now we want Fenter. Morning van den Berg, just calm down. Flat ball there. We want Smith getting over the advantage line. Morris low. Away from Berg, not Peter Jansen from Furen. Ball comes loose, picked up by Ruan Smith. One penalty. Oh, they're going to go for the drop goal here. Lonnie Lombard. No, it's going to go left. It's a nice idea. Tell you what. He slotted that. Just skewed it. Slotted that, and I reckon all of a sudden he could have been in Springbok call-up material. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Hey? I'm just putting it out there that it's still out there. Right, the more important point is that you obviously get possession. Now, Ruan Fenter. There's the first bounce he's had this evening. Right, 3.5 minutes to go. Just keep possession, chaps. Just keep possession. That's the main thing. If we can find a penalty, they'll be flipping wild. Kick ahead, though. It was a bit of a silly thing. I'm not sure it's the right thing. Oh, but I'm not going to get it from Cardiff. We appreciate your works. Very ill discipline from Cardiff, it must be said. Now, as Andrew Bassi tries to... Oh, well, that's worked out quite nicely. Kick ahead, fell back into his hands, and he managed to get the offload away. So, Lion's still in the attack here. Wally van der Berg going to... Oh, Smith, really... He's knocked it backwards, says Lombard. He then decides to put it up. That's a nice little kick, actually. Kieran Horn's kept it inside. Oh, Kieran Horn might have scored here! If Kieran Horn has scored this, first of all, it would be disgusting defense. We don't know. Still try yes or no. We don't have to see that. Kieran Horn might have just burgled this. He has, you know. I think he's got this. Monty Liebach as well. I mean, not Monty Liebach. Johnny Lombard wanted a little kick in behind. And Kieran Horn chased it down, kept it inside, kept going. And he's just surely. It's a try. We've done it, boys. Come on! Let's go! Go! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The Lions are doing it, boys. Bonus point victory. Potentially. Obviously, got to get to the next 3.5 minutes. But basically, bonus point victory. Mental. Absolutely mental. Come on! Marius Lowe's got man of the match. I love it. I love it. My man of the match is Andries Kutsia. I reckon probably actually, or Henko van Beek, I think was also huge. Marius Lowe was very good on the attack when he didn't drop the ball, but he did also drop the ball 3 times. And now Morning van den Berg just doing the business, getting a turnover there. Kicking in behind from Jordan Hendrickson. That'll probably be his only contribution for the entire game as he replaces Johnny Lombard. And another knock on. That's characterized the entire day. That kind of sums it up for Cardiff. It really does. The Lions have been good. They've punished them, but Cardiff have been very poor. I mean, the Lions have gone away to Europe and won 2 in a row. Whilst get out of here. Get out of here, lads. Right, people. Right, people. Things you love to see. The Forever Sports bet boost is very much on. If you had gone with that bet boost, you can get 7-1 odds. All you need right now is a Sharks win tomorrow, and you need a Stormers win. This was the big result. Bonus point victory. Bonus point victory. Come on. Right, now the big question is, everybody, who predicted the closest score line? We had, we obviously got to take away the people that entered too late. They will still go into the draw. Random picker, name picker. I'm gonna do that as well. But the free bets, people, that's what we had to do with the free bets. And the closest person to that, it was a 13-point margin. I believe we had somebody. Oh dear, we had Letu who went Lions by 12, and we had Genre who went Lions by 14, and it was Lions by 13. Was it? Yeah, Lions by 13. So we're gonna have to do a bit of a spin there because that's 1 point each, which is lacquer. So I'm gonna Letu and Genre are going into the draw for the 100 Rand free bet. It is spinning. The wheel is spinning. And congratulations to Letu, who is the winner of our 100 Rand free bet. Make sure you got your Red Koza account sorted because we've got your email address and we will be allocating a 100 Rand free bet to your name to use over the weekend. We've then got to get a couple of names in for our 50 Rand free bet. And the winner of our 50 Rand free bet will be, as the wheel spins, Denver. Right, so Denver, congratulations. You've won 50 Rand free bet, courtesy of Bet Koza. People, at the end of the day, the Lions are the big winners. The Lions are the big winners. But congratulations to Denver and Letu for winning your free bets. To everybody else, we'll be giving away more free bets tomorrow during the live streams. What an evening for the Lions. What a result. I'm going to go celebrate tomorrow after that Stormers game. We're going to be hitting the beers hard tomorrow. Like, Stormers going to kick off, I might already before beers down. We don't know these things. You know, these are the possibilities that are out there. When Lions win 2 in a row, on the road, by the way, what a team. What a performance. Show some respect on our name. Everybody else, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys tomorrow live for Stormers versus Edinburgh down in Newlands, in the Cape Town Stadium. And I'll see you guys there. Thank you very much.